Welcome back. When a family moves to a new home in a different city or state, it's not only hard for the people, but the pet will also experience some stress. Here to talk about protecting your pet and being prepared for a move with your animal is Mariah with the Humane Society of Southern Arizona. And Mariah, you did not come alone.
Not today, no. We have Cinnabon with us today.
Honey Bun, what is her story?
She's about 1.5 years old, and she was brought to us as, well, she was found as a stray. And she's just been waiting since.
She is, and she's very lovey. As soon as I went to go pet her, she laid down on the ground and showed her belly. So she's, you know, a very lovey dog, but we want a home where she's just the only dog, right?
Yep, she needs to be the only dog. She wants all of the attention. She doesn't like sharing. So she wants to be the only one getting belly rubs, the only one getting love.
And she's been really sweet, really curious, kind of walking around, but I haven't heard her make any noises.
She can bark. She doesn't do it very often unless there's another dog around, and she wants you to know that she can be louder and she can be bigger.
Which I think is like totally adorable, but she is so great and she's been really well-mannered. Would be great to add to any home. But speaking of people having pets at homes, we're talking about when people move and kind of situations that can arise from that. One of them being, you know, the biggest problem when a family leaves is maybe the pet isn't going.
Yeah, a lot of times one of the biggest cases we see when dogs come to us is that the family is moving, whether it's for business, for work, relocating, whatever it is, and they're moving into a place that doesn't allow dogs, or they don't allow more than one, or they don't allow the certain breed or the weight, and so we get them coming to us. And what we like to stress is, just like children, dogs are forever. They do, when they go home with you, they think they're going to be with you forever, and when they're not, it's very hard to get them back into their personality. So we do want people to know that when you are adopting, you're promising that you're going to be watching this dog until it's no longer with us. And that can be a long time for some dogs. It's not always just 9 or 10 years.
Well, and so how do you say prevent us getting into a situation where people feel like they have to leave their dogs behind or give them up?
We always want to see that, you know, when you're moving, there are, especially if you're moving to a popular city, the downtown area specifically, every landlord is going to say no dogs or no cats. So if you can, looking maybe a suburb outside of the city, maybe introduce the dog or the cat to the landlord. A lot of times that rule is in place to avoid damages. So if you can pay a pet deposit, or if they can meet them and realize that they're trained, they're obedient, they're sweet, then a lot of times they'll waive it or make other arrangements for you.
Now, even when we're moving, even if we're not wanting to maybe, you know, give up one of our pets because of that situation, some pets can kind of get lost because there's so much going on, boxes moving, doors are open because you're doing stuff.
Yep. Yeah, we see a lot of strays, especially like Cinnabon, who maybe her family was in the middle of moving. They were taking, you know, the boxes to the truck, and she snuck out, saw a cat, ran away, and their flight departed, or they were ready to leave and they couldn't find her. And that's when we stress microchipping, because if you have the microchip, if they get lost before you leave, maybe it's while you're unloading and you get to your new city and they don't know where they live now. She's just putting on a show now. But just making sure you have that microchip, and most importantly, a dog tag that has a current phone number on it, because the microchip helps if they get to a shelter, but if a neighbor down the street finds them, they likely don't have the equipment to scan the microchip and get in contact with you.
And then even when you do get to the new home, everyone's there safe, doing things to help your dog get settled in, like taking them for walks in the new neighborhood.
Yeah, it's always fun to have a nice family walk and introduce them to their new surroundings. And that's especially beneficial if they do get out because they've been around the neighborhood and they know where home is now. And making sure they meet new neighbors, making sure they have an idea of where they are and where they can be.
Right, so there's so much that's going on that we all have to remember, and also a good prevention also is have a current photo of your dog.
Yes, I mean, how many times do we hear that dog got out, but the last picture you have is when they were a puppy on Christmas.
And they don't look anything like that.
And they don't look
anymore.
anything like that, and it's probably of them sleeping.
Yes, exactly.
So
there's so much to think about, and remember, again, when you're going to adopt your dog, this is a lifetime bond, you know, and you need to make arrangements around your life accordingly.
Yeah.
It's like another family member.
It is.
Also, we're doing something pretty special for Chihuahuas.
Yes, Cherish Your Chihuahua is coming up in August, and we're already in July now, which is crazy. And we're looking to fix, spay or neuter all Chihuahuas that we can get appointments for. So all you have to do is call our main number. It's $20 and it includes a free nail trim.
Oh, I love it. Getting the nails did. I love that.
Little mani-pedi.
Little mani-pedi for the Chihuahua. So Chihuahua lovers and Chihuahua dog owners definitely take advantage of that for August. And then, of course, we're looking for a home for Cinnabon, and they can come in anytime and see if Cinnabon's the right match.
Yep, and she's featured on our Facebook page today, too. She's got some funny pictures with her tongue out.
Oh, my goodness. You are such a lovey-dovey. Mariah, thank you so much for coming again. Again, you can get your Chihuahua fix for only $20 in the month of August, which includes a free nail trim. For more information, call 321-3704 or log on to hssaz.org.